the quitclaim deed really is used for a certain purpose. It's not really the purpose so much of being sufficient to transfer a property. You really need a warranty deed. You really need, even I think a special warranty deed is okay. You know, a quitclaim deed can work, but you got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to already do your title search, and then you can do a quitclaim because it's clear. But don't just do a quitclaim deed, because you will find yourself in this problem. It's not even worth taking a chance. Why take a chance? You know. Now, if your mother give you a property, that's really what a quitclaim deed is for. Like your mother, so I'm gonna give you this property. So she just transfer it over to you. But you still need to go ahead and get your title, you know, see if it's clear. She might be, she love you. Hey, mama might be running from it. Hey, man. Mama might not know. We're going to give mama the benefit of the doubt. Mama just don't know that she ain't know. She ain't know about a warranty deed. She ain't know about none of this. But y'all know tonight, you know. So that's really a quitclaim deed. That's the difference between a warranty deed and a quitclaim deed. And do y'all understand the difference dealing with that $10,000 property? One is I got a clear, I know it's nothing on it. The next is just a transfer of ownership, but I get whatever problem is attached to it. Next slide, please. Now, this is something I just wanted to share because a lot of people, when I talk to them, they mix this up. They think they're the same. They're not. But they think a tax deed is a tax certificate. You know, they sound alike, but it's a little different. A tax deed is a legal document that grants ownership of a property to a government body when the property owner, we remember that, don't pay the taxes. So that was when they don't pay the taxes, the person that buys it gets a tax deed. That was a tax deed. So when you don't pay your taxes, and somebody buys that property because you didn't pay it, now they have a tax deed, and it was sold at the tax deed sale. Certificate, it is not a purchase of property. That's the biggest point. Rather, it is a lien imposed on the property by payment of the delinquent taxes. According to Florida law, the tax collector must conduct the sale of tax certificate beginning on June the 1st for the preceding year of delinquent real estate taxes. Note, a bidder must hold the tax lien certificate for a minimum of 2 years from April the 1st of the certificate issue year to apply for a tax deed to the property. So you're dealing with two different things. One is a tax deed. That's when they sell your property, and this is the deed that you get because it's still not free and clear. You still, when some things still last with the property when it's sold at the tax deed sale. It's not a warranty deed. It's a tax deed. So you may have some things that still owe to the new buyer. The person that bought it at the sale, the purchaser, he still have to go and do what you call, and we'll get into this weeks in advance, so keep coming. We call a quiet title suit. That's basically real quick when they reach out and make sure everything was done properly and everybody. Just say if somebody had a lien against the property, the city have to let them know we about to take this property for taxes. So speak now, forever hold your peace. If you want to come, you know, they gotta let everybody know before they just take it for the taxes. The owner, everybody, they gotta send them a letter certified and say, hey, you ain't pay your taxes. We finna sell it. Last chance, going once, twice, sold. If they didn't do that, then they still have a right to come back and redeem their property. But that's a whole nother story. But that tax certificate and tax deed are different. The tax deed is the actual deed. The tax certificate is when somebody doesn't pay them taxes and a new third party comes and pays for the tax certificate. And then after 2 years, he can say, hey, I'm holding this tax certificate, which is the amount of delinquent taxes, how much was owed. If it was $1,000, the man ain't paid. Tax certificate is for $1,000 plus fees. So if he comes back, I lost my thought right there. the tax certificate. Oh yeah, the tax certificate holder. After 2 years, he can tell the city, "Hey, I want to sell this. I want this property to go to the tax deed sale," because he gets interest for holding the tax certificate. So that makes people want to buy tax certificates off of this person. Couldn't pay. So now I'm gonna pay the tax, get this tax certificate and hold it, and then when they go to auction, I'm gonna get 18% on top of what I put in. I'm getting 18% interest, just like that bank loaning you money. They getting interest off you. This man gonna just come. He gonna wait for you to suffer and go through and lose your job and all that. And he gonna come and just pay the tax certificate. And I ain't gotta make him look like a bad person, because he just might be a hard-working person and he just got an opportunity. He didn't know you, so I can't make him bad. But he's gonna get that tax certificate, and he's gonna tell the city, "Hey, I want it to go to the sale so I can redeem." And he might end up with the property, depending on if nobody bids, or it's different situations. Yes, sir. So is that understood? Basically, the difference between a tax deed and a tax certificate. One is the actual deed, the other is actually a certificate, but it is not a purchase of property, just a lien imposed on the property.